Welcome to another Goliath guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans. Today we're going to learn the fantastic song Viva La Vida by the awesome Coldplay. And this is a fingerstyle arrangement of the song, which means that the melody itself is in the guitar piece. You don't have to sing along with it, which is awesome for people like me who struggle with the singing aspect. But the bad news is it is slightly harder to play down the regular song. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it piece by piece, note by note, and hopefully you not only be able to play a great version of a fantastic song, you might just increase your guitar skills while you're at it. So this arrangement was put together by myself. I've just played you a brief snippet of what I'm going to teach you today. If you want to go and listen to the whole of the playthrough, there'll be a video playing on your screen now. This is my cover that I did a few days ago on YouTube. Go and check it out if you want to go and listen to the whole thing all the way through. Listen to it to see if you want to be able to learn this version before you come back here and continue with the tutorial. If you want to get hold of the tabs for this arrangement, I do provide them absolutely 100% free. Just go to my website, click the annotation that's on the screen now or the link that's in the top of the description. The tabs won't be available until this video gets 1,000 likes, so if you haven't done already, click the thumbs up. And if in a couple of days that this video hasn't received 1,000 likes yet, I will release the tabs anyway. Just keep checking back to the website. Okay, so let's get on with this tutorial then. The first thing you're going to need is a capo on the first fret of the guitar, and all the shapes and fingering I tell you to make with your fretting hand will be in relation to this capo from now on. So this is now the 3rd fret, this is now the 5th fret, and so on. So this song is pretty simple. There's only 4 chords in it, although the chords are played in different ways throughout the song itself, which I'll explain to you in more detail as we go through it, obviously. But the chords themselves are C, D, G, and E minor. Okay, so they're the 4 chords that we're going to be dealing with. Like I said, we're going to be playing them differently in different sections. So the first section is the intro that we're going to learn. It goes like this. Said it's just them 4 chords, but we're playing them slightly differently. So first off, it was playing a C, okay, like this, 3rd fret on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd string. Okay, so that's your shape. So what we do, we play 4 short, sharp chords. So we pluck them with the right hand and then we lift off with the left. You don't hold the frets down for the entire duration until the next chord. We just play them short, sharp like that. So what it would sound like if you held them down. Okay, that's not what we want this. So like I said, to do that you just lift the pressure off the fingers on the fretting hand just to mute them halfway through, okay? Next is the D, but we're playing this D with the 5th fret all the way across on the 5th, 4th and 3rd string. Okay, so we've got, again, same principle, lift off to mute halfway through. The timing on this is slightly tricky because we go from on the beat to begin with, we go off the beat in the middle, and then we go on the beat again towards the end. So the best way to get it, saves you counting in your head, is just playing along with me for a couple of times through. So I'll play this through a few times and see if you can get the rhythm with me as we go along. Remember, we play the C for 4 times and then we quickly move to the D and we play that 5 times in total, but the rhythm is slightly off. So let's see if we can play this together. 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you're having trouble with that rhythm, like I said, just replay that part of the video and go over it until you get more comfortable. It will take listen to it a few times if you're not used to that kind of rhythm. So after that, the next 2 shapes, they're very similar, but we've got the G and the E minor. So to play the G shape, 3rd fret on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, okay? Okay? So So once you've got that, the next shape is the E minor, and what we will do is lift the 6th string so it's open. Okay, so we've got same rhythm as previous, so once you've got the rhythm for the first 2 shapes, the 3rd and 4th shape are exactly the same rhythm, so you shouldn't struggle to get that rhythm. The only thing that's different is that with the E minor shape, you've got the 6th string open, and remember I said to mute the strings, all you have to do is lift your fingers off and release the pressure on the frets to mute the strings. Now here, we haven't got that option on the 6th string because it's open. Now what I do here is I play the strings with my right hand and then rest my fingers back on the strings to mute them in between each pluck. So if you watch carefully on the right hand cam, which should be on the bottom left of your screen, you'll see me doing that. Okay, that'll take a bit of practice, but just try and play along with me again. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once you've got that, it's pretty much the whole of the intro. So we do shape 1, 2, and then 3 and 4, put them all together and do it twice. So it sounds like this. And that is the whole of the intro. Next we're going to take a look at the first verse, and that goes like this. Okay, and then back into the link bit. So you notice here what we do with the right hand is that we're thumping the wrist into the body of the guitar, giving us like a bass drum effect or some sort of percussion, deep percussion sound. It's a very difficult technique, so it's going to take a lot of practice. I'll talk you through it step by step and let's see if we can get it together. So the first shape in the verse, 3rd fret on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, right? Okay, and then the open 2nd. And how we play it with the right hand is we strum down, trying to miss that 1st string. You could always mute the 1st string with your finger or little finger or the side of your hand if you need to. And as we do the strum down, we bring the wrist into the body of the guitar. Okay? Now, I found that I get the best bass sound from drilling my wrist into the bridge here, the ebony part of the guitar, this black part here, which is the bridge. I get a nice thump from there. Just a little tip there. You can try it both ways. It works. The sound's the same, similar, but I tend to find it's easier up here anyway. Okay, so once we've got that, 2 thumps on their own with nothing else, just to sustain in this shape. Okay, next, what we do is we drill the wrist into the body of the guitar again. This time attacking the 5th, 4th and 3rd strings with your nails. Okay, so we're literally just using your index, middle and ring finger nails to attack them 3 strings like I said. But with the left hand you add the 5th fret on the 3rd string here. So that's the effect we're looking for. We're muting the 1st, 2nd and 6th. So if we hit them with our nails, they're not going to sound out. Okay? So that's what we've got. And then on the up strum then, as your hand's coming back up, you bring your left hand or the fretting hand to the 5th fret on the 5th string, 7th fret on the 4th string, and pluck up with your index and middle finger on the 5th and 4th string. Okay, so it's... Okay, so after you make that shape, the D shape, What you do then is you thump 3 times on its own, sustaining them notes. Thump 3 times. If you're looking at the tabs right now, we're looking at bar number 10, which is the second bar of the first verse, okay? So 3 thumps on its own, and then we play. Okay, you play that. So all that is after the 3rd thump, on the way up, with no thump, play 5 and 4 again. So it's thump on its own, and then open 3rd on its own with no thump. So it's. So the second bar sounds like this. Okay? So bar 1 and 2 together of the verse, or bar 9 and 10, if you're looking at the tabs, goes like this. Okay, you'll notice on the tab there's a circle above each time that you play a thump. So if you're wondering what them are on the tabs, it just means that this is where you thump. So once you've got them 2 bars, next in the verse you play this. Okay, so that is to the G shape here. 3rd fret on the 6th string. 5th string's muted with that fleshy part of this finger. Okay, open 4. 2nd fret on the 3rd. Again, we're attacking the strings with our nails. You could strum it, but I like to just dig my nails in, kind of attack it. Okay, with a thump. So we come down again, thump, aim for the 3rd and 4th string again. And on the way up this time, you lift off the 3rd string and play it open, but pluck 3 and 4 on the way up with our fingers, okay? So it's... Okay? So next, back onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, we play a thump and we attack strings 3 and 4, okay? So all in all, next, another thump, open 5 and 4 together, followed by a pluck up on the 2nd fret of 5 and 4. So we've got next. So what I like to do sometimes, rather than pluck up, I strum up with my index finger. You can do either, but what we're looking for here, this is like the 2nd string and or the 3rd string with consecutive up and down strums. Okay, so firstly up on its own, down with a thump, up on its own, down with a thump, up on its own, down with a thump. Okay? Like I said, you could play it. You could play it like that, plucking up specifically on the 2nd string, or you could just strum up like I like to do. The tabs are very precise. You don't have to play it exactly like that. They're just there as a guide, really. You don't have to play the 3rd string all the time. You don't have to leave it out all the time. It's just whatever, but don't play the 3rd string. That's the important bit. Okay, something like that. So these last 2 bars go like this. So that's the first 4 bars of the verse done, and let's see if you can play it all together so far. I know it's difficult, I play it pretty slowly. 2, 3, 4. Okay, So what we'll do next is we'll play the intro and lead into the verse and see if we can get everything together. If you're having any troubles with anything that I've taught you so far, if you can't keep up with what I'm going to show you now, next, go back and repeat the tutorial before we move on. So let's start from the very start, okay? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's it so far. I'm gonna have to leave it there now because this tutorial is getting a little bit longer than I anticipated. Like I said, what I'm gonna do is release the tabs and the remainder of this tutorial once this video gets 1,000 likes. There will be free, of course, exclusive to my website, GoliathGuitarTutorials.com. There'll be a link directly below me now or in the top of the description. Also, if you want to get your hands on the tabs and the videos and the rest of the videos before anybody else, or you don't want to wait for 1,000 likes, then there is a way to do it now. Go to the website called Patreon. I've signed up for it recently. It's basically me trying to give people who are willing to support me by donating to my cause certain perks. Like, for instance, you get early access to tutorials, tabs, and other things like we do Google Hangouts, Skype lessons. So do check out this Patreon site. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the end of the video. I'll see you again in the next tutorial. Bye for now.